everyone, and welcome to the Scratchicus Academy. It is Eden Day, it is the finale of Eden, and there's a lot to do. So I'm going to get in and talk about the bits and bobs before we get started, before we come and see our lovely players. So, Discord. We have a Discord full of some seriously awesome people. If you want to chat TTRPGs or D&D or anything, head over there. There is a separate chat room for the Eden game, in fact, for all of our games. So if you want to go and scream into the abyss over there, feel very welcome to. YouTube, this will be up on YouTube very soon. We are fully up to date with all the rest, so if you want to binge watch them in a playlist, please head over there. If you want to be in one of these games, one of our viewer games, drop Scrat a message on Twitter. We are introducing a lot more viewer games next season. I think we're all booked up over Christmas, but we are introducing also a Cypher System viewer game next season because we love Cypher System. We are now full-time, thank you to you lovely people, and ways you can support us is by Patreon. We also have some free articles on there, some of them written by the wonderful Renee, who is also playing JD today. We also have merch via Redbubble. We've actually got a Christmas jumper out at the moment. I think mine is in the post, so you'll probably see me wearing that very soon. We also have some awesome sponsors. We have Bird in the Storm. You can, there should be a link coming up in chat very soon with their mugs, their t-shirts, which Hans is currently displaying wonderfully. They're super cozy. I have one myself. Also Mage Hand Press, who created the D&D 5e Dark Matter. And Dark Matter Alpha came out not that long ago, so if you want to see it in action, head over tomorrow for the finale, 1 PM EST in Argo 37. We also, one other treat today, treat, is that the wonderful Monty Cook have given us a code to give to you lovely people. Eden. Put in Eden when you go and buy something from their website today, and you will get a discount. Other than that, we don't do wild magic surges in this game. We have a list of oddities, and oddities can be gifted either by donation or every 10 retweets on the tweet that will appear in chat. Other than that, let's go round, shall we? It is the finale. So, Hans, how are you feeling today?
I am fine, thank you. This music is deeply disturbing, but I'm living through it, so that's something. Yeah, I'm ready. This is my favorite group of people to play a game with. I'm excited to be here playing a game with them. Let's have a good time and burn it all down.
Burn it all down. Now, Zelda, how are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. And I didn't notice there was music until Hans mentioned it. And I'm like, oh, I better go check the volume on my Roll20. And I turned it up and it's that music.
Yes, it is.
Other than that, hopefully my prediction from last game will come true. And this being our finale will be the finale of Adam's life.
Adam Watson, to be specific.
Yes,
no other Adams will be part.
To be clear.
Yeah,
No,
Specific
I
Adam.
wasn't clear in the beginning, and I feel like I need to make up for that by being excruciatingly clear.
yes.
Okay, but
No,
what if it gets in the way of us taking down Adam Watson? Then all bets are off, right?
yeah.
Sorry, Scrat.
Not all Adams have to die.
We appreciate all other Adams. I just want to say that now. However, Adam Watson must die. And speaking of Adam Watson must die, Bree, how are you?
I love when death and my name come synonymously together. Hello, it is I. I am playing Dot today. I've had a Garbo day, and I'm so ready to get that feeling out by ending the life of the worst NPC I have ever been introduced to. He is too powerful, and he must die. So Dot, everyone's favorite medic, is going to use her knowledge of anatomy to stab between some ribs today.
Oh, it's gonna be nasty. So, last but certainly not least, Renee.
Let's get my microwave back, shall we? Hi, I'm Renee, and I am so nervous and so excited and so nervous. But we're here, and this is Eden, and this is the finale, and let's do this. Adam Watson is going down.
I'd like to also point out, I'm terrified too. I am equally nervous. So, yes.
I don't know if that makes me sound crazy, but like I'm so like calm right now.
That's because you have one focus. You just want to kill Adam Watson.
Like,
My
I have
heart is
no-
already pounding.
Yeah.
We haven't even started yet, and my heart is pounding.
I know what's gonna happen, and I'm scared. So
Spent the whole day at work going, today might suck, but I'm going to kill Adam Watson. Like, necessary.
We'll get you
It'd be
through.
so confusing to your coworkers.
So, last week we ended as the group entered the club and found an elevator down to another, into another bar. That led to another elevator that led even further down to an empty room where this wonderful music started to play, and you were greeted by a screen from Adam Watson, who showed you JD's mother and Lucy tied together. He said he'd set you some challenges. So, you're back in that room. One part of the wall starts to slide back and off to the side to create a corridor. I'd also like to say thank you, Michael Wayne, for the donation for Kevin. And also Sheena for subscribing again. So you have, I think it was mentioned, it was a
Nat 20 for Vestal.
Nat 20 for Vestal.
My hands were full. I had a cat in my robe, so.
Also,
Thank you.
for an oddity for Dot. So, could you roll me a D100, please? Is this going to hinder or help?
I think this is the first one I've rolled.
Probably.
All right, how do I do it? Slash roll?
It's slash roll 1D100.
Do I space that?
Space in between the roll and 1D 100. 23, perfect.
If this is bits of flesh, can I re-roll?
Of course you can. That's just weird. But okay. Maybe you'll find the way in. So, the screen has disappeared. The music itself starts to fade. What do you do as this corridor appears?
Is there anything else in this room?
Nothing at all.
Soren, we're gonna need some light.
I'm gonna take the gun out from where I kind of put it, just put it in the back of my pant line, you know.
Yep.
So I pull it out and I just like hold it down at my side, and I look to my companions and now my friends and roommates and basically family after like a week of shit.
Trauma bonding.
And I'm just like, I don't know what the hell a murder game is, but
It's a murder game he wants. Artie, I'm gonna need that flamethrower back.
Yeah, that's fine. Here you go.
we take him down tonight.
This ends here.
This ends now.
And with that, Dot will lead with hopefully Soren following with light.
And JD right behind.
Let's get your mama back.
Soren's eyes light up and create torches, very much like headlights. And you can see down this corridor and down this passageway. It walks for quite a while into the darkness before hooking a right. Do you go immediately round the right corner?
Yeah.
I mean, Soren, take a peek, scan it, check for life forms. I don't know what you can do. I don't know what robots I still have not learned what Soren can do. Dot
She's a
says that she just
motorcycle.
Yeah, but she's like a talking motorcycle. None of the other ones I've ever ridden talked back to me.
Order you're walking in.
Dot, Soren, JD.
How wide is the hallway? Can I just walk like beside?
Yeah, you
Artie?
can walk beside each other if you want to. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because
Okay,
I'm
and
imagining
walking
Artie's in the
with
back.
Soren.
Okay, so JD is walking with Soren behind Dot, and Artie and Vestal are walking side by side. You walk down this corridor for quite a bit. It's very dark. It's quite cool. And then the ground gives way beneath your feet. Two huge squares open in the floor. JD, Dot, and Soren, you disappear down into the darkness.
How
And
far is the drop?
You hit as you drop. You don't seem to drop too far, and then it's like you hit a slippery material and just start whooshing down into this darkness before you feel a doof as you come crashing down through the ceiling into this room.
Do we see or hear this?
The trapdoor opens beneath you as well at exactly the same time. You disappear down a different hole. This one is a chute. This one is a smooth, rounded chute. And you can feel the wind sort of rushing through your hair as you whiz down this tube. You seem to be moving for maybe 2 minutes. This is a long way down. And then you land again in a room which is once again circular and smooth as the top closes over you.
Both me and Artie are in this room.
Yes.
Okay.
Would it help to scan the room?
Yeah, let me try to scan the room.
What are you looking for exactly?
I'm hoping that you're going to tell me where all the secret exits are, but right now I'm trying to figure out what's going on and if there's any systems around at all.
Okay, can you roll me an intellect of 4, please?
I would love to do that, yes. All right, come on, Artie. Do what you're supposed to be good at. That'll do.
As you scan this, you can see that the door is at the top and is completely sealed shut. There are also 5 cameras in this room. They are not necessarily hidden discreetly. They almost look like little black dots around the circle. And there seems to be another chamber beneath you.
Okay. That's not great. So there's the door up, there might be something below us, and there's cameras.
Well, I don't think we're going up. How far below us?
Oh, right below us, so I don't really know if we want to go down either.
And there's no other horizontal exit on this floor?
I don't see anything. I usually just handle finding the stuff that's already there. If it's something that's got to do, like, if you got to do something special to get out of it, that's usually your department. What ideas do you have?
How thick is the concrete below our feet?
This is all metal.
Can I estimate how thick it is? Does it seem thick or not thick?
It doesn't seem super thick. It's not like really dense or anything like that. It's maybe about that much, almost like you've got sheets on the ground of metal.
It's like a sheet of metal below us, that's all.
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work at all. I mean, it's blowing doors off hinges. I mean, it's worth a shot. It's really the only way other than up we can go, and I don't see anyone jumping 20 feet in the air, so. And I'm gonna use Onslaught
Mm-hmm.
and try and dent or break the floor beneath me.
Okay.
Terrible, but
With a 1, you don't break the floor. You can feel it almost like when metal pops. It sort of does make a little bit of a dent. And you can see where there's a line where the sort of the plates are sort of together, and you have created a slight hole in there, but not like so you can see, but literally like you can see where you've made a bit of a dent.
I mean, I can keep going. It's hard on me to do it a lot of times in a row, but I can.
I don't know.
Roll more for me, please.
Pardon?
Are you going to roll another? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll give it another shot.
Oh, yes. Okay. So you effectively how do you do this? Are you how are you doing this move?
I wanna like bend, like find a place where like plates match up and hit it like right at the apex of where there's like points of them matching up and see if I can bend it down.
Okay. So you kneel down onto the floor and place your hand hoveringly just above it, and with probably what looks like just a little bit of a tap, your hand glows and you touch the ground, and it's almost, well, Artie, you'll feel like the ground ripples slightly as these 2 plates suddenly just, it's like they fold in on themselves to below, and water starts to leak in. JD, Dot, you are in a room. This looks like, in fact, you've seen a room a little similar to this one before in the other part of the ship where you stayed. This looks like a cafeteria, a kitchen sort of area. It looks like it's been completely cleared out, but you can see the benches where people sat. Apart from a table that sits at the center, there are 2 glasses, and there are 2 pills on the table.
So when we fall, I'm like looking behind me to see if our people are there, and they're not. And so when I first land, I think I'm immediately looking around to see if there's like a way back up, and like, or if there's a way to another room. Just kind of like searching around the walls, especially behind me.
Could you roll an intellect for me, please?
Yes. Oh, rolling is so scary. So thank you, chat, for already showing up to make this an awesome game. If I can get there.
I'm gonna need you to beat a 4.
Okay.
On a 5, you look around this room. You can see Soren pressing her hands against the walls, trying to find another way out. The chute above you has closed. It looks like there was a door over the other side, maybe once, but it has been welded shut. There again, on a 4, you can, well, on a 5, you can see little black dots around the room, which you can guess are cameras. And there's a screen in the top far corner.
Dot's gonna walk over to the screen.
I glare at one of the cameras and give it the middle finger. But then I'll pay attention to the screen.
All right, Adam. The fuck is this?
It flickers, as it always does. And he's there, sat in a chair, sat next to Lucy. Sat next to Turkey Burger. Well, this one's pretty simple, really. All you have to do, well, you can see before you, I mean, Dot, I'm very, very sure you know what these are. They're dissolvable pills, one straight from the hospital. You know what to do with that, right? 2 glasses of water. Someone will get sick. If you pick the wrong one, that is. And then you've got 2 hours until that tickle at the back of your throat starts. Enjoy. And he flicks off the screen.
I go over to stand near Dot and try and like angle my face away from cameras to like kind of like look down, I guess, so we could try and talk in hushed tones and not be evident. I really don't want to play this game.
This is what he meant by the murder games. I'm sure Vestal and Artie are playing a similar game where he wants only one to come out alive.
It's a delayed effect. Any chance you think the clinic will have a cure by the time we're done with this stupid playtime?
I don't know, it depends on the body with the cold. People have died within an hour, people have survived with days for this cold. Depends on your genetics.
Do we choose a pill?
That is a good question. If we don't play, your mother and the captain are at risk. If we do play, one of us will probably die.
I would cheat and have Soren take one, but I don't think that'll fly by his rules.
No, nothing ever flies by his rules unless he wins.
First pick.
Dot's gonna walk over to the table. She's gonna put both of them in her mouth.
These are dissolvable tablets. They're big. They're massive. This is not something you can just swallow, if you see what I mean.
Okay. And she'll drop both of them in a glass, and she'll start guzzling the water.
Wait. Dot, wait.
When she's done, she's gonna smash the table on the ground. I mean, the glass on the ground. And she's going to look at Soren. Say, we need to find the others before one of them dies. Can you get me up to that top of that door we were in?
The screen flickers on. Well, I didn't expect that. Well done. Goodness knows why you didn't check them yourself. Dot, you are a person of medicine. You didn't even check the tablets. Good luck. And the in front starts to crack and open.
I take the other glass and just crush it in my right hand and throw the shards at the screen.
How hard are you crushing this with like Can you roll a might for me, please?
Yeah. With my metal arm.
Yeah. You completely crush that, and it sort of shatters into this, almost like a dust, some of it.
The reason why I did that, because we don't have time to wait. We need to get to Vestal and Artie before one of them die.
I'm not arguing with you. I would have taken one too. I want you to know I would have taken one too.
That's why I took both.
I'm either gonna hate you or hug you when all of this is over. And then JD goes through the door.
Vestal, Artie, this room is starting to fill with water. It is currently around your shins.
How cold is it?
It's not like icy cold or anything, but it is cold. It's not been heated in any way.
Okay, so this isn't so bad. We're probably going to ruin all the electronics, but we're going to end up at the top.
Yeah, but the top closed.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to fix that. But
Did your scan say that there was an exit if we go down?
I'm guessing the chamber that I found below was this chamber full of water.
But was there an exit in the lower chamber?
Is there an exit in the lower chamber?
I mean, the water's got to be coming from somewhere, right?
There seems to be, from your earlier scan, something down there. Not sure what it is. It is a very small opening. It looks like maybe it opens into something, but it is currently closed. The
Okay,
water is
so-
now past your knees.
So we've got like a small opening down there. If we want to try something, sure.
Is it big enough for one of us to slip through?
I don't think so, but I guess we could try real hard. Yeah. Do you want me to try that?
I might be able to move faster, but you can try if you want. I mean, I'm also gonna throw on those goggles that have the stars on them and see if that helps me see anything underwater. Like if there's...
The water is now coming up to your waist. As you put on these like glasses, these goggles you put underwater, it's more that you can just see more clearly. There are no lights in this room. This is a very dull lit room, and as you look down at the water, this is darkness. You can't see anything until you put on these goggles.
I can kind of see in the water a little bit, like it's lit up enough that I can maneuver myself around.
Okay. You want me to try it? I can just try it. How about I try it?
Okay.
Okay.
So you putting the goggles on, or are you?
Nope, I'm just going in the water.
There's this gap where Vestal has made this hole into this other sort of chamber beneath, and you dive down into this just blackness, this water, and you swim down, down, down. What are you looking for?
I'm trying to feel from the current and the direction of the water that I'm going the right way and try to see if I can go through that hole.
Okay. First of all, I need you to roll a might to see how quickly like you're swimming down. And then an intellect to find it, please.
That's for Artie, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Might.
Yeah, you are powering through this.
And intellect.
Mm-hmm.
That's less good.
You swim down to the very bottom of this chamber, and you can feel your hands touch the floor. And you are feeling around, and you can see absolutely nothing. And Vestal, whilst you wait for him above, this water is now coming up to your chest.
I'm gonna try and keep an eye on Artie. I'm gonna hold to the bottom as long as I can, come up for air, and then go back down and keeping an eye on him with the goggles, because I should be able to see him
Okay.
with the goggles on.
You can see down at the bottom. It's darker at the bottom, so you can't see fully, but you can see like it's as if you're holding a candle. You've got an area you can see, and you can see bubbles coming up, and you can see Artie at the bottom, sort of fumbling around, just trying to sort of going around the edges and trying to find things.
Do I see the opening where he's looking?
Where he's looking, you see nothing. It is just flat surfaces. I need you all, as in Vestal and Artie, to roll a speed. You need to beat a 3. Your air is running out as you stay down here.
We did less good.
Mm-mm.
Artie, you can feel that choke as the water starts coming into your lungs. Vestal, what did you roll? Was that the... Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you rolled that one.
I rolled a 2, and
Yeah.
it beat the difference of 0.
And you can feel it's almost like you panic in this darkness. You can see that Artie hasn't seen an entrance. You can't see an entrance, and the light is fading above you.
I'm going to kick off of the plate and try and get air quickly.
Okay, can you roll another speed for me, please? Or a might, whichever one you would prefer. If you want to re-roll it with a might, that's fine. You're
Actually,
using effort to actually do it, so.
yes, my might is worse, but I'll chance it.
4, you, in desperation, you kick off the floor, and it seems longer on the way up, and you burst through the water, and you can't stand up in this room anymore. You are floating, and you can feel the ceiling closing in.
I'm taking the biggest breath of air I can, and I'm gonna go back down and use another one of my skills.
Okay, Artie, if you're staying down there, I need you to roll another speed for me. You need to beat a 5 now that you have stayed down there longer.
Okay, and my other option is to come up for air.
Yes.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Roll a might for me, please.
Oh, if that was the other option, I should have thought about that. Okay, here we go. Might roll.
Vestal,
Yes.
you see Artie push off the ground. Bubbles are leaving his mouth. He's not quite getting to the surface. If anything, he's reached the first top of the half and can't seem to get back through the hole.
I'm going to use my far step and see if I can get to him as fast as possible and help him to the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How are you grabbing him?
I'm grabbing his arm and just like pulling him through the hole and kicking off again, trying to get to the top.
Yeah, Artie, you feel like you have to gasp as you breathe in this little bit of water. You have to like tip your head back with a little bit of space left in the room.
Okay, that wasn't a good plan. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I guess I could try breaking through the roof, but I mean, I'm starting to get low. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing all these things.
Dot, JD, you're walking through this corridor, and the screen pops down. It's more that the walls are screens, and you can see Vestal and Artie sort of treading water in this huge chamber.
Am I already my Vestal? Okay. Uh, uh, Shit. And then JD's gonna like start moving faster. Dot, they're not gonna be this way. They're not gonna be this way.
Dot's like face just like her like veins are like starting to like pop. Her like jaw is clenched. I don't know where they are. Soren, I don't know what robots can do. Can you find them? Can you sense them? Any electronics? Anything? JD? Electronics? Anywhere? Maps?
I don't.
Soren looks up. Question. Are Artie and Vestal wearing a bracelet at all?
Yes, definitely.
Soren brings up, I guess effectively what looks like Google Maps. I logged you all earlier. And this map pulls up like in her hands as she shows almost like an orb of this thing. You can see two little, similar, almost like infrared, little red holograms bobbing up and down in this water. And you can see where you are, which is 2 floors up. There is only one way down, and that is following the corridor.
Dot just starts running. At top speed.
Yeah, JD's pounding right behind.
Yeah. You run. Soren is running with you. You come up. As you go down and down, there are these steps that you have to run down, winding all the way down.
Can we have Soren turn into a bike and just get down? Is there like space or is it just like a very small winding area?
There is space, but it will be a tight fit. You need to be able to help Soren drive this. This is like if you turn the corner, you need to turn a corner quick.
I mean, I can drive. Soren, you're amazing. Thank you. Your choice. We can bike it or we can run it. Biking it's risky.
Soren looks at you and says, I have never made a choice before. I don't know what to do.
Okay. And JD is just going to start taking the stairs as quickly as she can.
Is there a railing?
Yes, there is a railing.
Can Dot try to slide it down?
Yes, you can. Could you please roll me? How are you doing it to determine what you roll?
She's gonna hop out her ass on it, and she's gonna try and slide down as fast as she can.
Okay. Do a speed for me to see how you control this. I need you to beat 3.
Smart friend, smart friend.
Can I use my advantage?
Yes, of course you can. 4. Yeah, in fact, JD, you see Dot whiz past you as she slides down this banister. And we have also hit 10 retweets. So, JD 1, Dot 2, Artie 3, Vestal 4. 2. Dot, could you please roll for me?
Wow, 2 and 1?
I know, right? 87. Let's have a look. Interesting. Okay. You slide down here and you find a door at the end. It's not locked. In fact, it's half open.
Flamethrower in hand, she's just gonna push it open with her body and go through.
You push it open and it's like you're in a lab, like a research thing. There's lots of tubes. These look very like there's this sort of human-sized, and they've also got in the center of this room, looks almost like a big bulbous room, like a big metal container with a tube going up.
Would I remember the direction that the way to get down to the water is?
You would know it's on this level. Unless you want to make an intellect roll for me. And beat a 4. Okay, on a 17, you look around this room. You can see all this old equipment. You can see other bits and bobs there. This huge, bulbous, almost container in the middle, you think you can hear people talking on the inside of it. This is big. This is very, very big.
That's going for it.
How are you
Flamethrower in
doing?
hand, she's going in. It's just a door?
No. This is like a big container. Almost like a tank. Like a big metal round sphere that goes up into the ceiling.
And it's just blocked? Like glass or something?
It's metal. It's just in the middle of the room. Vestal. Sorry, go on.
Is there any doors or anything? Any like entrance into this tube or just a tube?
No, it's literally just a big round tube.
She's gonna look for any weaknesses in the like framework.
Okay, you can see this is made up of big metal panels all the way around. But otherwise it looks pretty secure.
All right, Dad's gonna look around the room and see if there's anything she can like crowbars or anything.
Vestal and Artie. This water is about to go over your head. You are about to run out of air.
Artie, tell me where I'm blowing a hole in the ceiling.
I mean, I would just go right in the middle of the hinge, wouldn't you think?
Okay. And I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna keep blowing holes in everything.
Mm-hmm. On a 3, you just dent the metal. It doesn't seem to go anywhere. This water is over your head. Can one of you, if not both of you, roll an intellect for me, please?
Already might as well roll one as well while we're at it. I mean, that's you already might as well roll one too.
Oh, okay. So Artie, as this goes over your head, you can't see anything in this darkness as this water surrounds you, fills your ears, fills your nose. But there's bubbles coming from somewhere down below. Down in the chamber where you left.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can reach out and grab hold of Vestal. And then I guess I'm gonna do the one hand holding onto her and one hand swimming down, try to swim down towards the bubbles.
Yeah, could you roll a might for me, please?
I can, and I do plan to spend effort on this.
Okay. I need you to beat just a 4.
No, I did not do that.
Okay. You were trying to swim, but Vestal is distracted trying to look up at where she has just fired effectively this energy upwards. And you were sort of almost fighting against each other without realizing it. Vestal, what are you doing? You can feel RT tugging on you. Your air is running out.
I'm gonna take a look at him and see like why he's trying to get my attention.
Yeah, with your goggles on, you can look down and you can see Artie trying to tug on you and pull you down this tunnel, this into this darkness, and you can see a couple of bubbles erupting.
I'm gonna point towards where I can see the bubbles coming from and just trying to get. Is that like what he's getting my attention for?
Can I see in the water as well as
You
she
can see
can?
that close. You can see that close to Vestal. If you both separated, you probably wouldn't be able to see each other.
I just keep pointing in that direction.
I'm going to grab him and We need to go there fast. God, I'm gonna use another spell. I'm gonna far step again.
Mm-hmm.
Try and move
Holding
quickly
on
through
to
the
him?
water. Yes.
Okay, can you roll a might as well to hold on? Or, Artie, you can make a might to hold on. Whichever you would prefer.
Zelda, how do you want to do it?
Yeah, hold on to me, and I'll try and get us there.
Okay.
Sorry, have you rolled a might, Artie? Or
Is that how we're doing it? Is
yeah,
that what
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
So yeah, hold
Okay.
on to me.
So I'm gonna roll the might.
Mhm.
Okay. There's me rolling a might and getting a 2.
You can hold on. You can feel like your fingers are starting to get numb in this slightly like cool water, and you sort of head down into the lower chamber, pulling through the dent in the floor. And you can see where Vestal, you can see where these bubbles are coming up. I need you both to make another might to hold on to those last bits of breath you have as you find these.
Okay, so here's a question I want to ask. If I use my natural 20, can I just force my way down there, take Vestal with me? Can we call that good?
Yes, I will allow that.
I would love to do that.
Vestal, I'm going to say you pass out in this water. You've expended so much energy trying to use all these spells to get you down there. And Artie, you see Vestal sort of drift and go limp as you reach the
Fair.
and you can swim down to this what looks like like a square, almost like an air vent shape, but it is a solid hatch. What do you do?
So it's releasing air. There's air that's coming out of the
Yeah,
vent.
you can see some bubbles coming out of it.
Okay, and is it enough air where I think if I wish to maneuver Vestal into that stream, she might be able to breathe?
You probably wouldn't be able to get Vestal to breathe through that, but this could be a way out.
Okay, I would like to take the way out. That sounds like a good idea.
Could you roll a might for me? How are you trying to get this open? This is shut.
Yeah. Okay, so let's, I'm taking 2 seconds and making sure I'm not missing anything here. Yep, I guess I will try one more might roll and I'm going to spend effort.
Okay. Can you roll a 4 for me, please?
Here we go. That's
On a
not very
1. Or are you... Hang on, let's have a look. On a 1, you are effectively pulling and kicking against this door and nothing is happening. JD and Dot. From the ceiling, you can hear that metallic clang and bang as it sounds like someone is trying to get out.
Okay, so I'm there and Soren's with me, yeah?
Yeah, Soren is with you.
Dot's looking for like a crowbar in there, and she's gonna be screaming at Soren and JD to like try and pull at it.
Is there like panels in the roof? Like how
Yeah,
or
it's
the
like
ceiling?
panels. This one's
Okay.
like panels.
I want Soren, can you get me up there?
And she, of course. And she immediately just lifts you straight up, and you're about this far away from the roof. And as you get there, you can hear that pounding getting less and less frequent.
Ah! I'm gonna try and get I'm gonna try and peel it back, like peel the panel away.
Okay. First of all, thank you, Kelly, for a nat 20 to Artie and Dot.
Thank you.
However, JD, I need you to roll a might of 4
Okay.
to try and either get your fingertips into this, or are you punching it through? What are you doing?
Yeah, can I argue that my mechanical arm will be easier to get fingers into than like my regular hand?
Yes, of course, you have to make that a 3.
Okay. Ah, okay.
How'd you do this? How are you opening this?
I mean, with a 5, I feel like I'm just gonna reach up with my right hand and just like rip it away as fast as I can.
Yeah, with determination and Soren supporting and holding you still, Dot, you're looking around the room, and as you do, you see like a crowbar on the side, you see some bits of like pole and stuff like that. And then there's like a sort of a splintering thing of metal as JD pulls back this thing with one arm. Water gushes out of here. JD, you are hit by an arty as he comes coming out of the ceiling, and Vestal, who is currently just limp but being held by Artie. Dot, as you turn around, you see everyone looks like they seem to just collapse in a heap onto each other as water gushes in, flooding the room up to your ankles.
Dot's gonna run over there and assess for, like, check on them and see Vestal unconscious. And she's going to try and pull her up and do, like, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, like, pump her chest, try to get her.
Yeah, can you do an intellect for me of 4? And obviously, if you have anything.
I mean, with history and medicine, I feel like doing.
This is a basic maneuver for you as well, I'd say. So, a 2.
If Dot is checking on Vestal, JD is gonna make sure Artie's okay, like so kind of support him and see if he's breathing and awake.
Artie is awake. Artie is up. Vestal, however, like I think like Dot is giving CPR, and Vestal, you slowly wake up to this, like you feel water coming up your throat. You are muted,
Can't
Vestal.
hear you.
Yes. The classic drowning and then waking up to throwing up is wonderful. And
Keep breathing. Don't stop breathing. Don't look around. Keep breathing.
where the hell are we?
While she's looking, like Dot's trying to like grab her face and like look into her eyes to like make sure like her pupils are like moving and they're not like all wide or like too small.
Hey, Artie, are you okay?
I mean, yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Vestal, you okay?
More or less. What the hell happened? I blacked out. I only remember water.
I tried to get you down through the air vent. I couldn't do it.
I mean, we're alive. I mean,
Yeah. Thanks, JD. Thanks, Dot.
thank you.
problem.
Artie, I mean, still wouldn't be here if I was alone. So, whoever helped, I mean, I don't even know who helped. Thank you, everyone.
I'm already looking around for screens or cameras in this room.
There are no screens in this room. One of the Wizmos, I don't know where he's got it from, but he's definitely sort of popped out with a flannel and has wheeled over to Vestal and is sort of trying to just pat. It's only like by Vestal's leg because he can't reach, just trying to pat her dry. In this room, it looks very much like the one you were in before. Dot, you look over and you can see what looks like just like a ball of soil. Like a patch ball of soil.
Dot's gonna walk over to it and try and investigate it, like run her hands through it and kind of just.
Yeah, this is like dirt. Something you've seen before at the OTC where the grass grows. It's just this little. Oh,
Are you telling me instead of a jar of dirt, I got a bowl of dirt?
all of dirt.
I got a bowl of dirt. Bowl of dirt.
You notice as it goes closer to one of the lights, it's a small flower, a little green vine starts to grow up out of it. And as you move it away from the light, it retreats back down into the soil.
Dot's gonna hold it up to the light and see what, like, for a second and see how long it takes for it to do it. While she's doing that, she's gonna like look over to Artie and is like, I need a map. We're running out of time in ways I can't describe to you right now.
And you hold this up to the light. and you
Dot says that.
so many vines going up. And it slowly winds round itself, becoming a small silver tree. Almost like one of those bonsai trees, but it seems that this just keeps growing. It's not stopping anytime soon.
As Dot's doing this, JD does lean over to Artie and Vestal and say, Dot might be sick.
Okay.
And she's holding
you
this
up. She said she doesn't have time to explain. I'm just catching you up.
How did she get sick?
She took meds.
That was
Yep.
bold of her own free will?
Yep, we will talk to her about it later. Like,
Okay.
talk.
Okay.
How big is this tree
Like,
getting? Is it like hitting
Table of understanding talk.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
This tree is getting bigger and bigger as you hold it to the light. It's actually, this ball of dirt is actually starting to get quite heavy.
She's gonna place it down into like, because I'm guessing it's higher than ankle deep.
Oh, yeah.
So she's gonna place it in the water and she's gonna step back. And she's gonna see just how big this bitch will go. If it'll hit the ceiling, if it's stronger than the ceiling.
Have you taken it away from the lamp?
No, she's
Okay.
lowered it below it.
As you lower it away from the light, it shrinks a little bit.
Vestal, put some light on this.
I have my satchel on me, and I pull out one of my my torches, my flashlights.
Like an old school one.
Yeah.
Shine on the tree. Let's see how big this bitch gets. Take out the foundation from above.
So I flip on a flashlight and just.
Yeah, you point it at this ball of dirt, and this tree grows, and it stops just above the other lamp in the ceiling, and then it starts to shimmer silver, and then just small pink buds start flowering, and all as if very quickly it goes through the seasons to these these orangey brown leaves, something you've probably never seen before, to where they all drop onto the floor around you and they sort of float in the water, pooling around your feet.
Interesting. Just leave it there. Has Artie found any? I mean, he's got a map of the foundation. Where next?
Okay, so I've taken off my super wet sweatshirt hoodie at this point. Does my comms work anymore after being fully immersed in water?
Your comms is pretty damp. It seems to be glitching all over the place. You know, when you like press a button that's here, but it activates the one over there. It's that sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see a door on the far side of the room.
I'm still working with this, but there is a door.
Well, Dot's gonna walk over the door and throw it open.
Like throw it open, or
Yeah.
okay.
Like a
You,
boss.
I didn't know if you were gonna kick it open. I don't know.
Honestly, let's kick it open. Fuck it. Just like
Yeah.
little combat boots smash at the door.
All of you see is Dot kicks open this door. And again, you're in a very large room. This room looks like maybe a dining hall or something towards that. Again, there's another sort of kitchenette type thing, as you did see earlier. And JD, your mother is sat on a chair in the far corner. She wears a huge coat, a warm hat, jeans, and trainers. And she's gagged.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay, I'm gonna take Soren by the arm, and then I'm going to walk over and take Vestal by the arm, and look at Artie and Dot and say, "We're sticking together this time."
Okay, yeah.
Don't worry, we're not going anywhere.
Soren, can you tear this door off just in case?
Of course. And she literally just, as this thing and part of the wall comes away with it as she puts it down.
And
Just
then, and then, can Soren link arms with Artie?
Soren can. You've got the little Artie who is currently pulling at the other door, but nothing is happening.
Artie!
JD, I want you to have a realistic response. I want you to go over there and I want you to search your mom for bombs.
Yeah, that's exactly actually what I was thinking. Yep. Okay.
Should we
come
ungag
with
her
me.
first? Maybe she can say something.
I'll ungag her. You look for bombs, and they walk over. Dot will link arms with. She'll reach down and like she'll put her finger out for the little robot. She's not very tall, so
Yeah, it sort of reaches out to you and pulls itself up and runs up your shoulder.
Hey, Alice, how many additional doors can we see out of this room?
There are 2 other doors. One of them looks like it's open. It looks like it goes into the more kitchen part of the area. You can have a look in there if you want.
So is that straight ahead? Is that off to our side?
It's off on the right-hand side. So you're all sort of like, you've got all these long benches where people can sit to eat. You've got the kitchen started off to the on the right as well. Looks like maybe someone would have stood there like a cafeteria and served the food from there. And then behind that is a door where the kitchen was. And then right in front of you, just slightly to the left, is another door. And JD's mum is in the right-hand corner at the far edge.
I go over to her.
Hey Artie, do all comms do scans or just your special comms?
I should be able to make it work with yours. Do you want to switch?
She just tosses it to Artie.
Okay.
Scan, look around, see what you can find.
Let's see if I can find anything.
JD is going over to her mom.
And she's just shaking her head at you.
Oh. Dot's gonna be like, put her hand out and she's gonna put her hand in front of JD. Is there a bomb attached to you or any other form of weaponry? Nod or shake your head.
She doesn't, it's almost like she can't move at all.
Is it under your jacket? If we unzip the jacket, will it explode? JD? That's up to you.
If we step towards you, will it explode?
About the gag. Can we take the gag out?
I'm coming to take the gag off.
Yeah, a lot easier.
Okay.
Vestal,
I'm
back
gonna
up.
Over and like carefully, like not touching the jacket, just like remove the gag.
You remove the gag and you can see her sort of lick her lips a bit. And her eyes look around for a second and you see her wince slightly as you should have called when I told you to call. This wouldn't have happened. Now you have to play the game. And your mum looks visibly upset by this.
You don't have to repeat a single thing that he makes you say. You know that, right?
Dot, you are so funny.
We're playing the game, Adam. What are the rules in this room?
And you can see Mum like, you have to defuse the bomb. You said you wanted Kevin back, so here he is.
You didn't.
Kevin's the bomb. JD, focus. Only you can do this. I've let you in my brain, and you succeeded beautifully. You can do this.
You can see a tear run down your mother's face.
Okay. I'm gonna open the jacket, okay, Mom? Okay. And I just reach forward and I like very carefully open the jacket.
You open the jacket, you sort of peel away this denim jacket with a zip, and you open it up, and Kevin is strapped to your mother, wired up. There is old school, old-fashioned dynamite, as well as something else that is plugged into the side of him. And there, as you open the jacket, a 2-minute timer starts ticking.
Hey, Kevin. I'm not gonna let you finish cooking this one, okay? And then I'm gonna start looking around, and trying to find a way to defuse the bomb.
Okay. So, you can look at these. What are you looking for?
So I'm looking at the mechanical parts because I can't speak to dynamite, but I know mechanics. Anything electrical, really. And I know Kevin.
Kevin cannot speak. You can see that some of the wires cross over the door.
Looks like we got a new friend.
And around some of the the bit where you set the timer. You can see it there. You can see about 12 different wires being fed throughout all of these. Thank you, Grimjack, for the raid. You're just in time.
Hi.
We're defusing a bomb, guys. Welcome.
Literally. Okay.
All these different wires that sort of weave in and out around your mother's body and throughout Kevin.
Okay, I am going to try and pick out the wires that will stop the explosives
Welcome to the academy. Please take your
from
seat.
triggering.
Okay.
Can I walk up and stand beside JD while she's doing this?
Yes, you can.
I trust you. You can do this.
Thanks.
All right.
Got this, JD.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I am going to. I am going to pick a wire and hope that I don't blow up my mom in my microwave.
Okay. So let chat know. The wonderful Scrat, who's sitting in the background, has started a timer for me. You have literally 2 minutes.
Oh God, Scrap, why?
You're on 1 minute 40.
Okay,
Through these wires, I need you to make a roll of 5. You're
okay.
at 1 minute 30. As you
Okay.
can see the countdown in the chat.
I know my mom, and I know my not my mom. I know my microwave. I know my microwave, and I know how it works mechanically. Can I bring that down at all?
Yes, you can bring that down to. So you know your microwave.
I know my microwave, and I know mechanics.
And
I
you
can
do
do. I'm proficient in anything with electricity.
You're 50 seconds.
I'm going. Ah!
One of the wires snaps and the timer increases.
Okay. I'm gonna use my nat 20 and try again.
On a nat 20,
I was gonna
the
try.
timer stops. It stops at 15 seconds.
Okay. Can I tell if it's safe to remove the explosives, or can I tell if the timer stopped?
The time has stopped. Could you roll an intellect, please, to let me see if you know if this is safe or not?
Yes, I'm gonna try.
Please, rolls. Oh my god, the rolls have been so low today.
I was rolling 5s until now.
Kevin's little timer starts ticking. 10, 9, 8, Seven,
okay, I'm gonna
five,
take it off.
4.
I'm gonna take the dynamite off.
But Kevin is attached to the dynamite, so you will need to take the whole vest effectively.
Off.
Can
Sorry,
anybody else
you can
act at
throw
this
it.
point?
Yes, 2.
can I burn my natural 20 and say, Kevin, stop the timer, please?
As you do this, it stops. The wires fall off. The timer bings, the door opens, there is a Pop-Tart inside. Smoking.
Fuck you, Adam.
I don't know if that worked or not.
It did.
I'm gonna thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Kevin still has wires wrapped around some of him, but he's like, no problem. I know you liked Pop-Tarts.
I like Pop-Tarts. I like Pop-Tarts. I like Pop-Tarts. And then I'm just gonna cry and hug my mom.
Yeah, she's like still bound to this chair. She's like, it's okay, sweetie. It's fine. It's fine. I would really appreciate it if you got me out of this now.
Yeah.
Dot's gonna
Yeah.
walk over to Kevin and gingerly peck him up and start to move him away from this woman. She's gonna set him carefully on the floor.
Yeah.
Because he still touched dynamite. Kevin, I'm not gonna touch you. I don't know dynamite.
That's fine. Nor do I.
Talking toasters. Back away from the talking toaster. And she's gonna look for cameras in this room. Or a screen.
You roll an intellect for me, please. You look around and you can see those same black dots peppering the room. You're being watched by about 30 cameras. And at this point, I'm going to take a quick bio, so read, guys.
Hey, JD, you're doing great. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yep.
Hey, Renee, you're doing great.
Look, you made it. You made it. It was just in time.
I'm digging my nails into my leg. I have nails.
You do have nails. You look very nice, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. So
Alice left the music on.
I really think this is one of the many choices that I would like to call out as being cruel and evil today. Yeah.
I sent Alice a private message, and I was like, can I hold this action in case things go awful?
Also, hey chat. Thank you for
Seriously,
writing for my
Chris.
mom in my microwave.
Yeah. Chat
Your
is in general
support
very
means so much to me.
Okay, Artie's gotta go pee.
Okay. I should do that. I'm just sitting here. I can't. I'll be right back.
Oh my god. I'm really glad I didn't have to use that secret held action.
But how is everyone so far? Halfway through, technically.
We're okay.
We're good.
It was just Pop-Tarts, it's fine.
Oh gosh. I only just started shaking. Like a little bit, and I think I'm good now. I'm really glad I have this bottle of wine. And I'm really contemplating starting early. Don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to hold off as long as possible.
Well, how is chat? Chat, how are you doing? Because, hey, I told you Kevin wasn't dead. He was fine.
It was only a bomb.
There we go. The O is being used in chat.
Oh god. We're good.
Awesome.
You know, some people say tension is kind of lost in the breaks, and I think that it's really easily picked back up, and, and maybe a long, deep sigh helps.
I'm surprisingly still calm as my character's life force is slowly ticking down on a magical level. Who knows? She might have a futuristic, like, cancer now.
Okay, I have a syringe of sedatives. I don't know if we can already blood you up.
Artie bloods you up.
I say I have a syringe in here too. I could, but I don't know if that's how science works. I mean, we
I
can
don't.
try.
I don't think direct blood transfusions
I
are
will give
good.
you one hint. Dot, you took a lot of medicine from the clinic and other places. You took a lot of painkillers.
Cool. About to be drugged as fuck.
Eh,
So, why is everybody so mad at Tweeter Vecna? What did he do?
You don't
What
need
is-
to know.
Oh, yeah.
So the chat
Even I
knows-
feel bad for this tweeter of Vecna.
That's fine.
I'll scroll to see what happened. Oh no. What? Let's see. Dot dot dot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all I see is him from apologizing.
Did he donate something?
Yes.
Did
Tweeter
he give you
Vecna
that 20?
donated. No, worse than that. But
What
Wait,
did you
he
do?
donated for the future or for the past? Something that happened.
for the future. So,
Oh, lovely.
you're all stood in this room. Water is pooled around it. There's a weird tree growing in the center of it. No, we've left that room. Sorry, I'm still shaken up as well. Your mother sits there still bound. And she's trying to just regulate her breathing. She seems very flustered. And she's like, is that your microwave? Is that a Pop-Tart?
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah.
Has
I would
Adam
need it.
harmed you in any way besides this?
No.
Good.
No.
He can act angry that I didn't call him, but I was busy cleaning up his mess.
She's like, and then she pauses and looks over at JD and grabs your face. She's just like, "Are you okay? Are you all right?"
I'm fine. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I am absolutely fine. I'm more
The
concerned.
last time I saw you, you could barely stand up. Are you okay?
I am fine. I'm a little bit wobbly, but I'm fine. I no longer have a microwave bomb stuck to me, so I'm feeling great right now.
Kevin didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
It's fine. And Kevin has still just been put over the other side of the room.
Yeah.
By Dot.
I'm just gonna hug her again.
And she hugs you back. There's another woman down there. He's got another woman.
I know. Can you still hear him?
And she takes off this earpiece. It's like, no.
Can I?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the earpiece on.
You put the earpiece on. And it's silent. It's almost like a buzz. And there's that high screech frequency as it's trying to like adjust itself. And you just hear a voice. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And it's like it goes dead.
Okay, the clock is still ticking, and the murder game is still going. Where to next?
I mean, we probably go straight forward through, unless there's some reason to go in this kitchen.
Dot's gonna look at the mom. Where did you come from?
Came from. Where did I come from? I came from below. There was an elevator. I remember that. I remember the buttons. Like actual buttons with numbers on. I remember that. And then, ow.
What's wrong?
Check the back of her neck, JD.
I do.
She's got that little burn at the back of her neck.
She's been electrocuted. She can't remember.
Damn them. Okay. Where's down?
Let's go
I
find
look to
out.
Artie.
Have I managed to pull anything up on a map yet?
You can pull up a map. You can see there seems to only be one room left. Corridor. And you can see what, from talking to JD's mum, probably an elevator.
Let's go that way.
Just go
Dot's
forward.
gonna march her way forward.
Mom, the only way I know to keep everyone safe is to keep us together. Are you up for that?
Better be, I guess. Right.
Artie,
Okay.
give her the extra gun I gave you.
I was gonna say, you're probably better off with this than I am.
Oh, God, never done one of these before, but
Yeah, I haven't either. I didn't want to try.
It's easy. You flick it off for safety, you pull it back to shoot, you click the button, and a bullet comes out. Only point to whoever you want to kill. As she says as she shouts as she keeps walking.
We've all got them. And then we all
you've
walk
got
together.
one? Like she's looking at you like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's fine. You're
it-
getting rid of that after this. And she sort of walks after Dot.
Dire circumstances, mother, and I'll follow her. And I look around for Soren.
Soren is stood behind you, and she stops up next to you, JD, and says, Dot said I might have to kill someone for you all.
Poor robot. I've really fucked her up.
I don't know, Soren, but
Is it acceptable to kill for your safety and the others' safety?
I don't know. But I think I'd do it.
You would kill to save, and he sort of starts looking around. Your mother, Dot, Artie, Vestal, and she sort of looks over to Dot's shoulder. T.
I'm willing to die for all of them. It's not a line that's difficult to jump across.
Please do not die, JD.
I feel like we came pretty close back there. A couple times. I'm gonna do my best. And Soren, I know you haven't made a choice, but ultimately the choice is yours, and we have to live with the consequences, but we can live with the consequences if we make it out.
I don't understand consequences, but I will kill if needs be.
Okay.
Hell yeah, motorcycle killing machine!
You've just created the Terminator, Dot.
Dot has few goals in life. Kill Adam Watson, turn Soren into a badass.
I'm gonna pat Soren's shoulder and keep.
She pats you back in exactly the same way. Shall we?
We shall. Onward.
You walk down this corridor. This corridor is lit. This corridor has neon signs, it has screens. Be good, be kind. Peace is what we strive for. And a neon sign. A shop of oddities. The clinic. These are all words. The adventures of JD and Artie.
What a creeper.
As you continue to walk down this corridor, very much like in Lauren Curtis's apartment, photos start to smother the walls of when you all met, when you were cooking tacos in the microwave, in your homes, pictures of Crowbar walking out of this very club. Crowbar meeting the matron, and Crowbar being murdered by the matron and left.
Oh. Oh. Uh.
It's not fair for me to butt in, but I mean, he's trying to get to you. It's awful, and he's playing games, mind games, games like the one he's playing now. He wants you upset. He wants you angry, irrational. I mean, Dot's already kind of angry and irrational, but in the best of way. But that's kind of the level she plays at. So it's better if you're calm.
I'm done being cowed by the horrors he committed. If anything, they're motivating. And I'll take my gun out again and hold it at my side and just... Besides, I think I'd rather have known what happened. It sucks. But what hasn't this week, really?
You're right. I almost died, and we still have Dot to tend to, and we almost died by Kevin, unfortunately.
You jumped into this whole thing like a pro, Vestal.
Yeah. Maybe not a pro, maybe like... I'm kind of okay with crazy to some extent. Everything was disorganized before.
Let's keep going. It's the best we can do now, is keep going.
You're absolutely right.
Soren walks forward towards, I'm assuming Dot's at the lead. Soren will walk up to Dot. I told JD I would kill if I had to.
Just remember, Vestal, whatever you do, as long as they get out of here alive, you are a good person.
Wow.
I won't let any of you die.
Thank you, guys.
You can take my word for that.
No one will die. And she looks at Vestal as, you can't take my word for that.
I'm living for this robot power!
Soren is best bot.
Thank you, Teresa Vecna, for that. other donation.
I swear to God, I don't know what you did the first time, but if you
This is
also
a
just
good one.
okay,
We love you.
I know, I don't know where you are, and I don't know how to find you, but I swear to God, I will make an angry tweet.
You say you have a plan, but we're so untrusting of anything.
I will retweet that angry tweet.
I will too.
Damn it!
Soren, as she says this, you see the headlights that are effectively her eyes, and they go into this head and pop out as these new flat discs, and they flicker, and then they go black, and then they
that what
switch on orange. My software is updated.
She's evolved into a killer.
Does she know karate?
What does that mean, Soren?
We will be fine.
Yes! 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 I'm so. Oh, wait, hold on.
In true Matrix style, Soren has been updated.
I know I haven't said this before because I didn't know it would be applicable, but I'm proud of you, Soren.
Hell yeah, Soren. Alright.
It's
Where can we-
okay. I don't have to kill, but I can stop them. Shall we? And she will
Shall
walk
we?
towards the elevator at the end of the hall.
Dot walks forward. Dot's ready. She's not gonna press the button though. She's gonna have, when she stands there, she's gonna be like, already scanned this. I don't want to blow up halfway through.
Okay. Let me see if I can do that.
Yep. Can you roll an intellect, please?
Loop.
On a 3, you scan this. This looks to be a regular elevator, but not an elevator you've really seen before. This is old. And they're old, like circular buttons with ground floor, basement 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's a super old elevator. I don't think there's even more than just an electrical signal that gets sent when you push that button.
Cool. Down we go.
Down we go.
You all step into the elevator. Soren steps in. There's a mirror at the back, like in a lot of elevators. Buttons. The doors close. And there's that kajunk as you start to move and descend.
This is different than our last elevator ride.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
As what seems to be elevator music as you go down. You don't have this in your normal elevators, but as you drift down into these lower levels, the elevator music rings out as you will stand there prepped. How are you prepped for this? How are you standing? How are you ready? We'll start with Vestal. How are you preparing yourself for this?
I'm gonna put my mask on
Mm-hmm.
and put my hood up, pull my sleeves down, and just like stretch my fingers and open my hands and close them and make fists. take a deep breath, and then put my back to the side of the elevator with the door so that my like I'm standing kind of in front of one side of the doors, one side of the door panels.
Dot, how are you preparing yourself?
Dot's in front of the door, waiting, flamethrower in hand, back arched, glowing hair, mask on, staring dead straight ahead.
Artie.
Artie is in a still pretty wet t-shirt and jeans, just kind of dripping in the elevator. He's got that stun baton where it's like pressed against his back in his pocket, and he's pushing buttons on his comm, seeing if he can get a couple things up and ready.
JD.
JD is taking deep breaths and has the gun in her hand, her right hand at her side. And she's watching the doors. Trying to stay steady.
Soren stands behind you. She rests a hand on your shoulder briefly. And you stand in this elevator, listening to this music.
This terrible sound.
It's grating on all of my nerves.
And you're going down for about 2 minutes. As you feel the elevator come to a stop, the doors open. You're in a huge room. It looks like maybe once it was a mixture of a gym and like all these cryo freezer tubes were all along one side. You can see Lucy in one of them.
Look around for Turkey Burger.
You see Turkey Burger hopping up and down on top of Lucy's cryo chamber, pecking at the glass.
Turkey Burger. Dot steps out the elevator. Which way did Adam go?
Turkey Burger looks at you, its head cocked to the side, and he lets out a screech in your direction and fluffs up.
Can I put my goggles on and see if I see anyone else?
Yeah. You put
Do
them
I
on.
see another body?
As you look, are you looking directly at the cryo chambers?
I'm just looking kind of like in the 90 degrees of what I can see outside the...
Yeah. You can see just Lucy in the cryo chamber in this sort of gym and cryo chamber room.
Dot's gonna look at the sides of the elevator. Is the shithead hiding on either side?
There's nothing there.
Dot's gonna look back at the bird. Don't fuck with me, bird. I will break you.
And it screeches at you again.
What's wrong, Turkey Burger?
She sat with a technological medical genius for a while. Wonder how bad a robotic peck feels like.
Let's go.
I'm gonna slowly start moving over towards the cryo chamber.
You walk over to the cryo chamber and you can see what looks like Lucy asleep. And Turkey Burger tries to snap at you as you get closer.
We are going to have a talk about this.
Snaps again. Draws blood on your arm.
Hey, Turkey Burger, use your words and talk to JD. What's going on? Is there like another one of those bombs or something?
Turkey Burger screeches and flies further up.
Turkey Burger's probably broken.
Fix it. Later. Okay.
That's gonna look for another door.
I'm gonna investigate the cryo chamber.
Yeah. Can you roll an intellect for me, please?
I can. If the page will load, come on. I know electronics. What am I trying to beat?
No. You, yeah. You look at this. This is. It's just a cryo chamber. It's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. They're all intact. You can look up onto the monitors, and Lucy's life stats and everything on there are absolutely fine and regular.
Should I wake her up?
I mean, she's safer in there, but if we don't unplug her, then what happens if something happens to the system? It's probably better. Dot, what do you think?
I don't know. We can let her out. Leave her in. Neither way. Sorry, cats. Is going to be ideal. I don't trust the bird to not attack, though, if you touch that machine.
Okay, then someone fend Turkey Burger off. Or grab him, or something. I'll look at his system later.
Dot looks to Soren. You're a robot. You have the strongest skin. He can definitely rip off all of my face. Can you catch the bird if it tries to hit JD?
I can try. And she goes and stands right next to JD, in front of JD.
That's also going to look to the mom. I don't want to kill the robot bird. It's all we have left of Crowbar. But if it tries to hurt JD and Soren can't stop it, you've got a gun in your hand.
Oh, I'll blow that thing to bits if it goes near my little girl.
I love mothers. Sorry, chat. In case you didn't know, I'm totally fine with killing robotic animals in a string.
Soren takes a stand between JD and Turkey Burger.
Okay. I open the or I guess, is it working? Is the panel on this one working?
Yeah, this all seems to be like in working order.
Cool. I'm gonna shut it off and wake her up.
As you do this, I'm going to roll for Turkey Burger. Turkey Burger swoops down to you, beak snapping, and almost like a hiss erupting. And Soren jumps in front of you and misses as Turkey Burger flies at you, JD, and lands on your shoulder and starts pecking and pecking. This hurts. This really, really hurts.
Ah!
Soren, grab the bird.
Soren grabs Turkey Burger, and there's this strange sort of squirm as trying to keep hold of this bird as it squawks and shrieks and gets out of Soren's grasp and flies up into the ceiling. And then as the cryo chamber opens.
Be careful in case It comes at her. I don't know where it got me. I'm guessing my neck.
Yeah, it's sort of like in the shoulder sort of area.
Okay, can you help me get her out?
Artie's gonna help JD get her out.
As you reach for her, you hear a voice. Dot, you didn't call when I asked you to call.
I told you I would call. You did not ask me to call, you shithead. And I was busy cleaning up corpses.
You hear a slight chuckle, and a very smartly dressed Adam Watson steps forward with a remote clicking on some music. Hi.
Hello, Adam.
Hello. You're looking rather lovely this evening. All of you, I should suppose, though, Artie, you look a bit damp.
Yep.
He took a quick bath before he saw you. He didn't want to be in disarray.
I saw.
I'm sure.
And he starts to walk with his hands behind his back, watching you all. It's Adam. No Adam from the hospital. Just checking you knew that. You know, I've really enjoyed this little game. I like games. But, you know, I get bored after a while. I'm a specialist. I like creating games. I like playing them. I don't often get to play them. I like to manipulate. And he sort of does a slow sort of 12 round look at you. No one ever gets to me. No one ever wins. And now you're in my way. I've had enough of this game. You were such a fun distraction, but I'm honestly disappointed. I'm disappointed in you.
Vestal?
Yes?
Dot just kind of like slowly nods her head, trying to like go like, remember?
I am going to use my onslaught ability, but I'm going to use it as a mental.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I actually? I'm going to use my advantage. Sorry, normally I'd call it out. I totally forgot I had it.
Mm-hmm.
But
As this rings out, it's almost like all of you can hear this sound. And something in front of Adam Watson starts to shimmer and shake, and you realize there's glass in front of him. And he just... Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Dot's gonna walk up to the glass, right in front of him.
He'll walk straight up to you so that you're that far away. And he tips and sort of snakes his head a little bit. We would have been so good together on a date.
Too bad you had to kill everyone I cared about.
How else was I going to get your attention?
You could have waited until I saved some lives and I gave you a call.
Couldn't wait that long.
Of course not. You're Adam. You're busy. Taking over the world.
Oh, I'm not taking over the world. That's so... last year. I'm not doing this for anything. I'm doing this for the kick. I don't give a damn about Eden. I give a damn about you four. Isn't this music just... wonderful? I found it on the ship. And he sort of rocks in time to it a little bit.
But you give a damn about the game?
I love the game. As I said, you all disappointed me. I thought you'd get it quicker. Do you know how long I've had to wait for you guys? God. Such a fun distraction, though. Really passed the time. It's a shame Crowbar didn't make it here.
We've been playing the game, Adam.
You have? Well done.
It's not our fault we weren't handed the rules.
That's part of the fun, don't you think? And he sort of adjusts his suit and shrugs his shoulders back.
But don't you think that might be why you're bored?
No.
It's okay. You come and go. I'll just get another lot.
So where does the next chess piece fall, Adam?
Well, what do you want to do? Where would you move your rook? Where are you placing your queen? Your bishop? Your pawn? And he looks at each of you individually as you do this.
For the meta, you have to explain those rankings now.
Okay, let me explain. The rook is the castle-shaped one. That's the one that goes
I know.
straight or to the side. Oh, okay.
I just want to know which of us is which.
He's not necessarily assigning them to either one of you. But he sort of glances over all of you twice. Artie, how are you doing?
Is this Adam talking to Artie?
Yes.
No, not good. You've done a lot of stuff that's really not okay. What do you think? Why would you want to talk to me about it?
I was interested to see how you feel about being one of, well, you were one of hundreds.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It is, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, good talk.
So, where would you like to go from here? I know Dot wants to blow my brains out. She's wanted to for a while. That was very good in the car. You almost had me. It was very good.
Very passionate, Adam.
Passionate, that is a good word. Like that word.
So do I, Adam. Passion. Would you like to see more passion, Adam?
I would love that. Come on. Hit me with all you got.
Dot's going to gently set down the flamethrower. She's going to cross her arms. Say, no, Adam. Hit me with all you've got.
No.
I haven't got anything to hit you with. As you can see.
Oh,
And
fists, no. Knives, no. Crowbars.
not, like he starts like, he's like, I'm pretty puny actually. That's sort of why I do this instead.
Yes, but you're so tall. Almost like a perfect dancing companion.
Maybe.
Maybe. And she's like really close to Adam and she's chit-chatting with him as much as possible. So Adam, how many other people have you played this game with before?
I've had trial runs. You're the first full one. I mean, this has been so much fun, right?
It's definitely been probably the most interesting week of my life.
I want you to fight me.
Is there a reason why?
It's the end game, isn't it? Isn't that what you do?
Guess it depends on what game you're playing.
Well, it's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'll just continue to the end on my own.
Is anyone else doing anything during this entire conversation?
I am looking for either does the glass max out somewhere? Or does it go to the ceiling? Is there doors?
It goes
Is
from
there?
the ceiling to the side, and you can see a door just down on the right.
I was helping Commander White out,
Yeah, you can help her out.
Lucy. So, I think I was kind of frozen in that process while this conversation's going on.
Artie?
Yeah, I was trying to do a scan to see if I could find out anything about this glass or any great ways through suddenly.
There's a door on the far right that literally looks like to be a way in. Yeah, and he looks at you as you look at it. It's not locked.
What's in that room, Adam?
Well, as you can see, it's me.
Interesting.
Can I go try it?
You can. Door opens.
Direction 2.
I'm on his side of the glass.
Yeah, you can walk into his side of the glass. Hello, Vestal.
How's it going?
Artie's going over there too.
Fantastic. Hello, Artie. What number are you?
I don't know how that works. I mean,
It's probably number 57 or something.
yeah, maybe.
Good number, 57. Strong number.
You know,
And
both me and you, we're not very strong.
Nope.
Now, I'm pretty weak myself, you know, tall and kind of described as lanky, I guess. But you see, me and you, we have this really big difference besides our personalities. And it's that I can do this really cool thing. And I'm going to try again and do...
Yeah. Roll for it. You will need a 5. Well, doesn't matter. Adam drops to his knees, holding his head, and it's sort of half a yell and half a laugh.
Artie, grab what's in his hand.
Okay, I'm gonna go for that.
There is nothing in.
Didn't he have a remote for the music?
Oh, he had a remote. Yes, he had a remote for the music. So. Oh, yes, you can. I forgot about that. And he's just sort of like, he's really holding his head down on the floor.
It's really fun because I can make you hurt a lot.
Yeah, you can. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, God, you lose your vision.
Dot's going to walk around to him. She's going to stand in front of him, looking down at him. Is the music still playing? The shitty...
Unless Artie turns it off.
Don't turn it off, Artie. Dot's going to pull out her hand
Oh,
and reach down to him.
yes.
Take my hand.
Okay. And like still wincing, he takes your hand.
Dot's going to pull him up, and
Mhm.
she's going to lead him in a dance.
Okay. Vestal, are you still implementing this headache effectively?
Can I make it less and more whenever I like if I keep holding it up?
Yeah, we'll see you can. It was a nat 20 effectively, so we'll say you can do that. As he stands, he shakes it off and he just sort of smiles at Dot and tries to put an arm around your waist.
Dot will let him. She's got one hand on his shoulder, like the front of his shoulder by her chest. She's got one hand holding his. And she starts to dance with him.
And he'll whirl you around.
So what happens if we beat you, Adam?
You win, my dear. That is all.
No fail-safes, my boy?
I don't do fail safes. Like I said, I play a game. I mean, there's that big old like button over there where you can stop the lovely poison showers I like to sprinkle over Eden every now and then. But other than that, that was just to get your attention.
It worked. Oh boy,
He
did it
spins you
work.
again.
Now, what about all of those friends you have in the bar?
Yes. What about them?
How will they feel if you are no longer?
They will feel unpaid.
That'll probably upset them.
It might do.
Interesting. She's gonna dance them for a minute while everyone just kind of watches.
Yeah, what are the rest of you thinking right now as Dot and Adam sort of do this dance, as he twirls her around the room?
I'm just watching intensely for him to do something like nefarious or
I'm thinking about pushing that button, but I don't really trust him either.
And Adam is looking back at you as he spins, like leans Dot down briefly before pulling her back up again. So suspicious.
I would have called you, Adam.
I wish you did.
You made a fine member of the clinic.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah,
I
you really did.
This is a hobby, really. But now, it's my full time.
No. The matron, when she left. How did that feel?
When she left where?
Eden.
Oh, she didn't leave Eden. She was very much in support of Eden. She thought she was going to get all the cures and start charging for them, very much like that Goody Two Shoes hospital thought they were.
Don't know why anyone would charge to save lives.
Hostility. People like winding others up. I like to watch what happens. Humans are not nice creatures.
No. No, they're not. And when they kind of like have a pause, she's going to grab him by the collar with one hand.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to pull him in for a kiss
Mm-hmm.
as she pulls out the dagger in her chest, and she's
Mhm.
going to stab it into his side.
Could you roll a 6 or higher, please, on might?
Oh no, I'm going to roll a nat 20.
Nat 20 it. You pull him by the collar and you shove him up against the wall. And you see him gasp as this knife goes into his side. He's like,
Oh no, Dot kisses him while he does it.
oh, okay. And as you push
Feel
it into
him
his side,
gasp.
you feel his lips part in a gasp briefly. And him smile against your lips. It's like, I knew I liked you. It's like, that stings a bit. And he staggers away from you and pulls the knife out and drops it on the floor. Really? This knife? This
I
isn't
felt it to be poetic, Adam. I am.
cliche is the word. Cliche. And he drops to his knees.
Dot is going to approach him, and she's going to inject him with the remaining sedative in her. And as he starts to grow dizzy, she goes, "Time to play a game, Adam."
I can't wait. And he coughs a little bit. Like, some blood comes up. And you too feel that tickle at the back of your throat. Now, one last puzzle as he holds it. Over there. And he points over at JD, Lucy, Soren, and JD's mother, as they are slowly covered in red dots, red lasers, start peppering them. You thought I'd come here alone, did you? And he just smiles. This was a good game.
Oh. Do you think it's over, Adam?
Oh, it's not over. It is far from over. It's over when you all die. Now, the only person who can call them off is me, because I know the password. And the difference is, I'm eliminating myself from the game, and he pulls out a pistol and shoots himself in the head.
Can I get to JD as fast as possible?
You can run to JD.
I'm also going to use my lovely speed skill.
Dot's gonna scream to Soren, "Start shoving them into cryopods."
Soren turns and sees 6 people with guns pointed at JD, Lucy, her mother. And Soren starts to just fold out and effectively become a shield. With her hands out, she starts to walk towards them as bullets start raining onto her. Turkey Burger swoops in, knocking one of them over as he screeches and pulls one of them off of the sort of balcony where they are sat. You can see Soren getting dented, more and more dented, over and over. You can see bullets getting past, hitting her main systems. JD, what are you doing?
I am gonna shoot back.
Yes. Could you please roll a might for me? And where are you shooting?
I'm shooting. I can see the 6 people.
Yes, you can now see them.
Okay. I'm going to shoot.
Sorry,
at
5. Yes.
Five. Okay. I'm gonna shoot at one of them, and I'll yell, "Who are you?" Load.
You firing?
Yeah, I'm firing. Ah!
It spirals off, and the bullet misses and just catches one of them as they duck out of the way. One of them is pulled, the one that was earlier was pulled fully by Turkey Burger, full crashing into the ground. There's technically only 4 up there now. What are the rest of you doing?
Is there
I'm
a
still
doorway
trying
or
to-
something that looks like it goes up?
There's the elevator.
Dot's rushing to the elevator to go up.
To go up, hang on, to go up to them, or?
Yeah, I'm looking for a doorway to get
Oh,
to.
okay. There is a ladder that goes up to this balcony type thing.
Artie, watch my back. And she's gonna start walking at the elevator.
Artie pushes the button that turns off the rain and then starts looking around on the floor for a gun or a weapon or anything else.
Okay. There are bits of, as some of the bullets hit, some of the glass shatters around and everything drops. And you can see glass on the floor, you can see some metal. And you can see the gun laying in a pool of blood where Adam Watson's hand is.
Yep, that's the one I want.
You can take that gun. Dot, I need you to make a speed roll to not get hit. You need a 3 to weave between these bullets.
Cool.
3. You weave between these bullets and you get to the ladder. Vestal, what are you doing?
I am moving towards JD as fast as I can, and she's behind Soren's shield.
Yes, she is. I too need you to roll a speed to avoid these bullets at the 3. Please.
I'm also using my far step ability.
Yes. Okay, so make it 2. Oh no, never mind. Yep, you whiz towards JD. JD, your mother is crouching behind. She's helping Lucy back into one of the cryo chambers and getting into one herself, screaming at you to get in too, as Soren falls to her knees.
I can't leave her.
I'm not asking you to leave her. I'm going to step out from behind the shield, and can I cast Resonance Field, which is another spell that I have on me, which goes like this. And I'm going to use my nat 20 for it.
Okay. So this is...
Basically, for a minute, I have a reflective shield on myself.
Okay. As this happens, JD and anyone looking in Vestal's way, you'll see like a whoof as this circular, colourful shield appears. It's almost like it's made of light, and every time a bullet hits it, it's like oil. It ripples colour. Dot, what are you doing?
Dot's headed up there.
Yep, you're climbing up the ladder. They haven't quite seen you. They're too preoccupied by the fact that Vestal has just appeared with another shield. There are 4 of them up here.
The second effect of this shield is if you get a major effect, the creature attacking you takes 4 points of damage.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so as you do this, some of the bullets ricochet back. Dot, you can see some of these bullets coming up, not towards you, but they are hitting some of these people who fall to their knees.
How many are standing?
There are 2 standing. One of them, being hit by the returning bullets from Vestal, drops and falls off of the balcony.
Dot is going to try and grab the last standing one and throw them off the balcony with her, using them as a shield to the ground.
Okay, there are 2 still standing.
2?
2 still standing. So you're going to grab the closest one?
And just rip them off and try and use them as a shield to the ground.
I'm going to need you to roll a 4 to basically do both grab and throw them over.
Yeah, and I'm going to use my nat 20.
Nat 20. Describe this scene for me.
Dot gets on her knees like this, kind of in a squat, as she watches the bullets knock one over. And she uses her hands to like pull herself up to the ground, and she's just gonna charge them. And as she does, she grabs them by the arm and just leaps over the edge. And she's got them like this, and she just turns. And as she pulls her arm back as they go down, she's just using them as a force to the ground. She's trying to bend her arm back so it doesn't break on impact.
Yeah. The rest of you see as Dot effectively falls from this balcony. She starts off underneath, and you can see midair as she's sort of half fighting with this person who's dropped the gun, roll round, and he crashes into the floor. Dot, this hurts, but you are fine. Artie, what are you doing?
So Artie's just been watching and making sure that Dot is okay. I guess he'll try to shoot at one of these people on the balcony.
Yes, could you roll a 4, please?
Okay, let's do this. Yep, unsurprisingly, it's the first time Artie has ever fired a gun before.
Yeah, you're sort of looking at it, and as it goes off, you sort of like fall back slightly as you weren't expecting that sort of force to come off it. Who would like to go next? JD, what are you doing?
I want to shoot again. If I could just like kind of move to the side of Vestal, I guess, and aim.
Yeah, there's
That'll
2 up
arm
there. There's
as
one
steady as I
crouched.
can. I'm gonna aim for the one that's the easier target.
Okay, so there's one crouched and there is one standing, and you've just seen Dot throw herself from this balcony.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll at the one standing.
Okay. You roll a 4, please.
Yeah, can I use advantage?
Yes, of course you can.
Or
Yeah, on a 19, this guy seems mildly distracted as Turkey Burger swoops in towards the one crouching and starts attacking him. Because as he was about to aim at you, giving you a clear shot. And with that 1 second, you manage to line up with your eye, close one eye to make sure you aim properly, and you fire. And it's almost as if slow motion, you can see this travel through the air and nail this man right between the eyes before he goes limp and falls off the balcony. There is one left being attacked. Turkey Burger.
I will use
get him,
onslaught
Turkey
again.
Burger!
Sorry, Best, what were you using?
I was going to use my onslaught ability to headache that guy.
Yeah,
Give him a massive headache.
that'll be a 4. Yep. So this guy is now screaming because his head feels like it's about to explode. He's being absolutely savaged by Turkey Burger.
I'm hoping Turkey Burger's knocking him off.
Dot, you are probably slowly getting up from this. This man looks dead beneath you.
That's fine.
The weight of
Dot's
your
going
body on the
to
floor.
grab a gun from the ground, as I'm sure there's just guns and bodies littered around her.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna pick it up and she's gonna push her shoulder back into place. She's gonna cock the gun and she's gonna try to shoot it with no more advantages.
Yes. So a 4, please.
She's gonna scream Turkey Burger, move!
Okay. I'm also gonna have to roll for Turkey Burger to move. Gonna have to be a 6.
Does he have advantage because I have a nat 20? I mean, come on, it's like a perfect shot there.
It is. It's also an exploding shot because it's major damage effect. On effectively a nat 1,
That damn bird.
Turkey Burger doesn't hear you, doesn't move. Now this shot, as it strikes the man, it basically explodes up in his face. Turkey Burger is thrown across the room and smashes up against one of the walls and falls down. And this man tumbles to the floor. They're all gone. You're in a room with 4, 5, 6 bodies. There's a mess. A dead Adam Watson lays in the far reaches of the room in a pool of blood.
Can I catch Turkey Burger falling?
You can certainly try.
I will
Speed.
do that.
And that will be, so it will be a speed, and you're running not to the other side of the room, but a fair way. So another 4, please.
Hey,
Hey, there's all those nat 20s you were looking for.
How'd you catch Turkey Burger as he sort of effectively hits the corner of the ceiling and drops like a dead weight?
I'm gonna try and just reach out with one hand because I'm assuming that I'm kind of just getting there in time, and because it's all the way across the room, and just
Yeah. You effectively do that dive where you grab him last minute. It sends you to the floor with him, but you manage to sort of almost cradle him as he falls.
I said no one is dying. That means the robots as well.
JD,
Yeah,
check on Soren. And Dot's gonna walk over to Adam Watson's body.
I'm already at Soren. I mean, I was pretty much right behind her anyway. And I'm checking on her.
Soren is face down. She is peppered with bullet holes from sort of taking them as a shield. You can't see her face because she's literally lying on the floor where she's fallen.
Soren?
You can see light flicker across her.
Soren? I'm trying to roll her over.
Yeah, you can roll her over. JD, you didn't die.
I didn't. I definitely didn't.
Is everyone alive? And you
Yeah.
can hear a voice crackle. It's like the static and the eyes sort of. There's like a bullet shot in the screen where her eyes are. So it's sort of shattered over one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's alive, except for, the bad guys.
Then we won.
Not really sure what winning is.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, me neither.
And this Wizmo comes over and is sort of like patting Soaring on the head.
Biddy.
Okay, so I want to come over there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dot stops what she's doing and she hears this, so she turns around and walks back. Or, I mean, the dead people can wait there for a minute.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Hey,
JD.
Archie, help us take a look at this. What's going on? Maybe we can fix some stuff here.
And Artie starts walking up and down Soren, looking, scanning, and doesn't say anything but holds up the screen, and you can see it's almost like an outline of Soren, and there are so many ruptures in here.
Yeah, Dot.
Turns the machine. That means there is a backup, right? Inside of her, somewhere, is there information you can take from her?
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know if she'll retain all of her.
Better than nothing.
We can always teach her.
Yeah.
Soren is a smart robot. We can teach her what friends are. And Dot kind of like looks around the robot to see if she can find the magazine still.
Yeah, you find the magazine, and she sort of hands it to you. She's like, is this dying?
God, why'd you have to ask that? No, you're not dying. You're not gonna die.
Oh, good. I don't want to go.
Yeah, me neither. I don't want you to.
Artie, is her brain damaged? The electronics that we can pull information off of.
I mean, there's a lot of damage to the overall body. RT, hey, what are we at with memory systems? Is there anything critical?
And Artie gives you the information that this doesn't look good. However, the memory is intact. There are other things but she can't move effectively other than slight movements.
So, I mean, we can do memory recovery, but I don't really want to just say Soren's not going to be okay here either.
If she powers down, though, will it be too late? I don't know how computers work.
Yeah, hey, Soren?
Yes, JD.
It's gonna be like going to sleep, okay?
I've never done that before.
I know, it's a first time thing.
And seeing you like crying, she reaches up and just like rests like this really sort of metal hand on your cheek, and she's like, "It's okay. Everyone sleeps."
Yeah, totally normal. And I'm gonna start trying to remove her memory drive.
Yeah. So this will be a 4. Would you like to use anything for
I
this?
have a
as well?
nat 20.
You use a nat 20. From the back underneath her head, you can find it's a bit like a card. And you can remove it, and as you do, her eyes power down and her arm falls.
I'll see you when you wake up, okay? And then I'm just gonna sit back hard on the ground.
Dot's gonna go to where her mother is hiding in this chamber, and she's gonna take her out, and she's gonna, like,
Yeah, the mother is
Wave
sort
her
of
to the mother.
falling to her knees by JD and just hugging her.
JD's just gonna cry into her mom's shoulder.
What's the situation with these cryo tubes in here? Are they like all permanent fixtures? Were they wheeled in or moved in at some point?
They look like they've always been here.
Mhm.
They look like they're built into the walls. They seem to be perfectly working.
Okay. Do we have any kind of heavy lifting equipment, dollies, anything like that in this area?
There are, you can see almost like stretcher type things,
Mm-hmm.
but that's about it. Otherwise, everything, this room seems to have been stripped.
Okay.
Dot, you're feeling dizzy and you are feeling quite weak.
Dot's gonna fall to her knees, clutching this book where it has friends written over it.
What? Damn it, Dot.
Hey, Vestal, can you hand me one of those syringes you had?
Yeah. And I'll take the one that I have out of my bag, give it to him.
Okay. Artie doesn't know how to do a blood draw, so he's going to do his best based on things he's seen before and try to remove some blood from his body.
Dot looks at him and goes, wait.
Uh-huh.
Wrap something around your arms to access.
I'll just tear a piece of my clothing off and hand it to him.
I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing right now, but I appreciate you thinking of me.
Oh, it's fine. We just need to get out of here in one piece. Check the electronics, the computer, make sure the rain's actually off. We need to get out of here.
So
We
Artie's
can't
going
let
to draw
anymore-
a blood sample and walk over to Woozy Dot, and he's not going to find a vein very easily, so he's just going to stick this thing in her neck.
You need to roll me an intellect just to see if this works.
What is the status of this overlay? Are those natural 20s current, or are those old and past?
I believe
Scrat's been
they're
watching
cool.
them really well.
Current.
Then I would not in any way risk Dot's life. I would like to just use the natural 20.
You use this this syringe and you just Dot. This hurts. Artie's clumsy. He doesn't normally administer things like this, and this goes straight into your neck.
Oh,
And it's like you can feel liquid entering your body.
you're doing fine, Artie.
I don't actually even know if this works or not, but it's about the only thing I can think of, and it's a time for desperate measures.
And you pass out, Dot. What do the rest of you do?
I'm gonna go over to the cryo with the good commander in it.
She is asleep.
I'm gonna see if I can get it open.
Oh, it's open. It was midway being closed.
Can I put her over my shoulder and I imagine she's out cold,
Yeah, she is out.
no pun intended,
Yeah.
and start packing her back.
Artie is going over to Soren. Hey, JD, I can't lift her by myself, but can we try to flip her over? If she's been getting software upgrades this whole time and hardware upgrades, maybe she's got some sort of auto cycle that we can set up. Maybe some things will start restarting if we reboot.
Okay. Yeah, I'll help. Mom,
Yes.
Did you work in a lab?
I did.
Think there's anything you could do for Dot?
And she looks over at Dot. Let's get it back to yours, and then I'll be able to tell.
Get me to the clinic. Don't let me die at your house.
Okay. No, I know that we stopped by the clinic to get them working on a cure. We're doing that first.
I suggest sooner rather than later.
Yeah, okay, we're moving. Artie, we have to hurry, and I don't know the best way out, but I'm feeling like up through the club may not be it.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about all those people. But, I mean, give me just a second. If we can get this cycle restarted, then we won't have to carry Soren the whole way, too.
Okay. Okay, hurry.
I see another elevator at the other end of the room. And it bings open.
JD Vestal, do you want to check that out while I push some buttons?
Yeah, I'll take a look. Did you want to come? JD?
Yeah, you got this, Artie?
I hope.
I go to the center of the room where Dot put down the flamethrower.
Pick it up.
Grab it.
And Vestal and JD, you walk over to this elevator. You see it has one floor, one that goes, just one.
Turn it up.
Well, I guess it's this way or another bad, sketchy way, so,
I don't have enough energy to deal with all the other club members or any of that.
Mom, can you help bring her over here?
Of course. And your mother is actually picking up Dot. She pulls her up.
Vestal, you've got turkey burger?
I got turkey burger and I have the commander.
Artie?
Give me just like one more minute.
Okay, we've got to hurry.
You all stepping into the elevator.
Yeah.
Not me. Not yet.
Artie, what are you doing?
I am pushing that reset button and like holding it till the power cycles. It goes like woo, and then I don't know if it's gonna cut out on me yet or not. But I'm just like holding it down, waiting to see what happens.
Is this on Soren?
It is on Soren.
It keeps like it looks like it's trying, it's flashing, but otherwise.
Okay, come on, we gotta get going. Come on, Soren, we gotta go.
And there's a whir. As the others step into the elevator, Artie, you look down at Soren. And it's like the eyes, like as much as they're shattered, they flick on. It's like,
JD, memory chip.
Artie,
Hey, Soren.
I hurt.
Yeah, I bet. How much can you move? Can you move most of your body? None of your body?
And you can see her trying to do, and she's not moving at all.
Okay, I'm gonna drag you as best I can. And I start dragging Soren towards the elevator.
You slowly drag her towards the elevator. She, with her little grip she has in her hands, she picks up her magazine as you drag her off. I read an article, Artie.
Okay, yep.
It says how to be a strong, confident woman.
I think you read that really well.
It's like, and she's like literally reading it because as you're pulling her and you're dragging her across all that, and you're getting to this. It says a strong, confident woman should sometimes make the first move.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what Dot would do.
Okay.
We've
And she
waited the
pockets
entire series for this moment.
And she pockets it, sort of like, well, she doesn't pocket it, sort of leaves her grip as she can't grip anymore as you drag her into the elevator. Do you press the button?
Yeah.
You press the button. The doors close.
I swear to God, if circus music plays, I'm going to kill myself. That's fine. This is fine.
That same elevator music
It's not great, but it's fine.
flicks on as you go up and up. You travel for a while. Soren is crumpled. Artie is pulling her along. Vestal has Lucy over her shoulder. Turkey burger under her arm. JD's mum is carrying Dot, who is limp. And JD is carrying a massive flamethrower as you go up in this music. You reach the top. And it bings. And the doors open. There is an old man sat on a sofa. Hello, it's you again. How did you get in my living room?
Hey, did you put something in my tea last time I was here?
I put a lemon in it, it was all grey. Did you not like it?
That's
I
fine.
should have asked.
The clinic's only a block away.
Oh, you go. Okay. Oh, they don't look too well.
No, not great.
Okay.
they'll be fine soon.
If you wouldn't mind, I'm trying to watch the telly. Just. He sort of
Yeah.
ushers you to one side.
Thanks. And then I'm gonna try and get through the house and to the door.
Yeah. This is a small house. It's basically a shack, as I said. And you can step out and you can breathe not fresh air, but you can breathe that air. And you can hear the hiss of the steam in the pipes. And it's dark outside apart from the neon lights. There are very few screens as they've been smashed. You can head to the clinic. What do you do there?
I'm gonna put the commander down on a bed, first of all, because she's heavy.
Artie, who did you talk to when you were here?
I am so tired from dragging Soren that I am sitting on the ground gasping at this point. I think her name was Gretchen.
Okay, Gretchen. Gretchen, we need Gretchen.
And you see a door fling open in the clinic. She's like, someone say my name.
Yes, Dot needs you.
Oh
Please
my
tell me
God,
you have a
Dot.
cure.
And she runs over to Dot, who, JD's mum has put Dot on one of the stretchers. And you leave Gretchen with her to effectively work on her for a while. And she chucks you out to sit outside in a waiting room. And you sit there for an hour, 2 hours go by.
Artie and RT are working on putting Soren back together.
Yeah. Soren is talking to all of you all at the same time whilst you're doing this. She's just sort of like, as you effectively piecing her back together, she's like, that is for my other arm, as she sort of watches you do this.
RT, you've got it backwards again. Turn it around.
And Artie stood there like, and just turns his whole self around and tries to fix it back on. And Gretchen comes out. She's fine. Bed rest, water, nothing else. You obviously did something right. Did something very wrong. I don't think you're supposed to go there, but you obviously did something right. I don't want to ask where you've been.
No, you don't.
JD still has a flamethrower in her lap.
Yeah, she's eyeing this up at this point. She's like, I haven't seen that if you haven't seen me.
Yep. Nope.
Oh, why wouldn't we want to see you? What have you been doing?
Hey, this is an illegal clinic, okay? Hang on, you didn't know that?
No. Hey, did the blood sample work out?
Yeah, awesome, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna start distributing it today. Where the hell did you get that? It was just from your... Why? Why is your blood
JD,
like
I was
that?
right. Vestal, I was right. I can't believe I was right.
You're right. Wait,
What?
which part? You've been right on a few things.
No, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's... No, really?
I'd say so.
The
Oh.
commander, how's Lucy doing?
Oh, she's fine, she's just asleep. That's literally it.
Okay, just
Just
making
give her
sure.
a couple of days and she'll probably come round. I've put her on a drip, she'll be fine.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna sit with Turkey Burger and like pick whatever pieces of like scrap and stuff that of his slightly exploded body.
Yeah, he's sort of laying there letting you sort of like squawking a little bit as you pick like these bits off of him. He sort of tries to nip at you a little bit, but not aggressively. You obviously pick something out that maybe shouldn't have been picked out.
Is Dot conscious?
Dot is conscious.
You see her come out. She's like using her weight on this like IV pole that's like dripping like water into her. She just comes out and she goes, "Hey guys."
I'm so mad at you.
Why? It worked out. I knew it would.
And then JD gets up and goes to hug her.
Ooh, gentle, gentle, gentle. Gretchen, we've got to get this place in working order. We've got to start letting everyone know we have the cure.
Already on it. I mean, I'm guessing you're the matron now, right?
Guess I am.
Okay. I should probably get to work then.
Yeah.
And as that happens, what do you guys do for the next week?
Not call Dot the matron ever.
I have to talk to my mom a lot, especially after like killing somebody.
Yeah. And you'll have many a chat over many a cup of tea.
I don't drink tea.
But she will still make it for you.
I just hold it. And put Kevin back in his place and try to work with Artie to make sure Soren's back in working order.
You can reset up your apartment. Bash is there in his normal spot. Turkey Burger is perched up on the cupboards. And Vestal, how about you?
Well, I mean, I can always go back to the shop.
But you have so many homes now.
Dang.
You know, strangely enough, I still don't really miss it, but it is what it is. Don't worry. It'll be okay.
You can
Told you.
stay.
I would really like that. much about medicine. I don't know much about fixing robots, and definitely don't know anything about the OTC.
You know something about being a good friend.
I've only been doing it for about 3 weeks.
Well, you're doing a darn good job.
And hell, we can always use a magic crystal.
I'm sure it can come in use somewhere. Does your clinic need a bouncer, or?
I mean, we always need someone fast.
Dot, you backing out of the roommate deal?
No. It'll be nice to have somewhere to go that isn't a very stuffy office. But I have to use...
might need to get a bigger apartment.
We can... The clinic can back you on that. Clinic is also going to send out through word to make sure that the mother and daughter that fell out of the car are okay. She's going to use her connections to reach out to the hospital to make sure things are back to working order and they too have a cure available. And she's going to make sure she reports the entire club and underground facility to the protection agency. With love, the matron.
What about Artie?
Artie's kind of curious about what's going on with the OTC and if his mom's okay, but he also is trying really hard to stay out of the direct orbit of that. He's probably spending a lot of time spinning his wheels, working on Soren with RT, and I imagine within a week, not only is she working okay, but he's also gotten the speed upgrade that they talked about way back in. So she's probably running pretty well at this point in terms of, how she's doing. And then, yeah, I don't know that Artie can figure out the social cues of...
He's also been graciously offering, whether by will or choice or otherwise, to be a regular blood donor to the clinic as we make sure everyone is cleared.
He has gotten so much apple juice and cookies out of this deal.
Honestly, they have been buying him special treats. There's a fridge for Artie. He comes in
fridge
like,
for Artie.
Sure.
And thank you, Tweeter of Vecna, for an upgrade for Soren. The Soren just gets that little bit taller. She's definitely taller than Artie now. So when maybe they go out for tea, she towers over him a little bit. She is trying to understand feelings that she is now having.
Same, Soren. Same.
As they work together to try and understand the world around them. Soren will even stop after watching JD buy the noodle guy. Try and get some noodles. She can't eat them. She makes a mess. And then... Right, go on, JD.
Maybe eating is a next step type thing. But you can help me learn how to bake a cake. A good one, not one with vitamins. We said we'd have cake, and gosh darn it, we are going to have cake.
I could try cake.
Well, maybe a little less messy than noodles. Still may have to work up to the eating thing.
And you can see she's now got little hinges in her jaw to give a frown or a smile or a confused look. That she is trying to learn what each one means. And I'm guessing you all meet up. Well, you all live together now, so I'm guessing...
Yeah, Artie's invited too. That wasn't actually made clear, but Artie's invited too.
In this new apartment that's probably a little bit bigger. Don't have square
Yes.
As we started this campaign, you all described what your apartments looked like. What does this look like?
Well, I think we have rooms, which is nice because JD's one room little efficiency apartment was not gonna do much for all of them. Though I think they had to, like, during the transition period, it was definitely bunking out on the floor of her apartment. And so when she got her own room, it's very, very simple. TV, bed, closet. That's it.
What about
Kevin's in the
Artie?
kitchen, though.
Oh, Kevin will always be in the kitchen. And there's this
how weird is
packet of
it?
Pop-Tarts next to him.
How
No,
weird is it if I
something
say
else.
no Pop-Tarts?
No Pop-Tarts.
No Pop-Tarts anymore?
Never eating a Pop-Tart again.
Taquitos.
Taquitos
Shelf
are fine. Taquitos have not offended me or hurt me in any way.
How weird is it if I say this is the Lauren Curtis apartment and we found out that the unit next door is also open? Is that super
Ooh.
weird?
I kind of like it.
I'm quite
That's
sure
my-
your mother owes us greatly for saving her life.
So,
You know there's no cameras in there.
yeah, I'm throwing in this is the Lauren Curtis apartment. And Artie's room is the former spooky room where all of the pictures were. But mostly because of the fact that he's not really going to take up a lot of space.
What about Vestal? How do you add to this apartment?
My room is very clean and very disorganized. Things are strewn wherever they are. Pictures are a little bit crooked, every one of them. And I pull my 3 cards, and they are the same ones I pulled when we started. Put them away. And I put the deck into the steel case that I have collected from the shop that I have now sold and gotten rid of. Sorry, Orphan's Oddities. It's time to retire and move on to something else. And I have a lot to do as a character, and I hope that we can explore more stuff, more character stuff later.
Dot. What about you?
Typical Dot fashion, she doesn't have a room. She has made sure that the couch is a perfect pull-out, so she sleeps close to the door to watch her friends. In the kitchen, she has torn out the upper cabinets above whatever stove type thing they have, and she has turned it into a small nest for Turkey Burger. In there, she has plastered a photo of Crowbar that she's collected from one of the many piles of weird photos that she's been finding of all of her comrades. And she sleeps there and waits for the way too early call. But she always leaves a note telling her family she loves them.
And you eat cake.
We eat cake, and it's decent, I think. Soren and I were learning how to bake, so there's probably a lot of flour all over
I was
Soren.
gonna say, Dot's new lovely kitchen is covered in baking stuff. And
We did our best.
That's all I could ask.
We're all alive.
This is the first cake I've ever had.
flashing to somewhere else. Far to the far reaches of Eden. Probably about 3 to 4 years before all this has happened. A woman sits in a white room. She wears white clothes. Simple, basic, box-like clothes. Her hands are bound. 5 folders lay out in front of her on a table. Her head hangs as she waits and waits and waits. She looks up. Adam Watson, dressed in a sharp suit, walks in, a smile on his face. She stares blankly at him, her eyes wide. She pushes forward these 3 folders, and on the top of each lay a photo. One of Dot, one of Artie, one of JD, one of Vestal, and one of Crowbar. She fixes her eyes on him and leans forward. I want you to start a little game for me. And that is where we will end the finale of Eden.
Very good, Alice. Very good.
You guys were awesome. This was so good.
Wow.
I'm just going to call out Scrat. Scrat, please put on some happier music, because currently they're eating cake.
Currently, we're eating cake. We are roomies and best friends, and we have a family of robots. We're recollecting Wismos, damn it.
So
And we found the cat, right?
We have the cat.
Got
We
it.
have the cat and the microwave and the bike,
the bird, you
Oh,
have all
the
of it.
bird,
Kevin.
and RT.
RT.
And RT is the alpha of the Wismos faux show.
Alpha
he's
Wismo.
Alpha Wismo. He's got
Wismo
his own
King.
little- He's got like a little like what are they, like wrench as his little scepter.
Yeah.
He wears like a little folded paper hat that Vestal probably was able to make because Vestal
Oh.
knows so many
Draw
more
that.
things.
Like one of those origami, like, pirate hats.
Yeah, like the little boat hats.
Yeah.
He just walks around, he whizzes around while they all follow behind him.
He is so hard to work with now because you all have built him up so much that every time he tries to do like a small task with Artie, he bosses him around so much.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely owns Artie. RT is boss.
Very sad.
Right. We're going to go round. We're going to, well, one, you're going to plug yourselves because chat, you need to follow these awesome people. Also, have a think about maybe whether it's your favorite part of today, of the season. What did you think of the ending with the little snippet of somewhere else? And just how do you feel? And we'll go round. Hans or Artie, thank you for bringing Artie to this. All these characters
you.
are so original.
Yeah, thanks for having me and thanks for having Artie be a part of the game. I don't think Artie is one of those like easygoing characters that makes everybody's life better and helps everybody do their chores better. He's definitely like a roadblock, but
Our roadblock though. And
well,
we've got a
there's
flying
that.
bike.
There are many things that have developed over the course of this arc about Artie being, everyone's favorite roadblock. So yeah, I don't need to plug myself. I know Scrat will eventually put up a social link for me and Chad. That's about all I need. There's not much to talk about there. My favorite part is something I've been trying to figure out since before this game started, which is how did I end up being the person who got to play with the people in this game? I still don't know, but I knew it was going to be a good experience when it came up. And I was telling myself, okay, so I can't screw this up because it's going to be a good game. I can tell just by who's involved. And Zelda was not here when the game started, and nothing about Zelda joining the game ever detracted and only enriched the entire experience. So that definitely maintained throughout the length of the game. I'm a better person for playing this game. That's my favorite thing about playing it because I'm very selfish, but also I really like all of you. I love you all. Loved playing this game with you. And, I'm not going to say 4 more years. I mean, I think that's probably too short, but we need many more seasons of Eden. So everyone, please harass Scrat and Alice on social media constantly, right? In every stream you see until there is at
when
least...
when the What Would Dot Do merch comes out, buy a whole bunch of it so then then we have to do at least one more game.
You know what Dot would do? Season 2.
And also
That's a
constantly
t-shirt.
bring up Eden in every other stream. I mean, I gotta say, like, I've been listening to some Scraticus Academy, and there are a lot of Eden references in a lot of streams. So
It's slowly taking over the same way it's caused illness everywhere. Just the cold is being
Quite sure I was sick for 85% of this game. I've only just now
Also-
stopped coughing every day.
Yeah, provably not the cause of that is me, because Artie is apparently
Here.
like not. Yeah, so hey, so there. Okay, I'm all done talking about myself.
We're gonna hop over to Zelda, or the lovely Vestal, who I'd like to say did a really awesome job in slipping into this game with the absolute chaos that you were greeted with very
Thank
quickly.
Definitely, definitely.
Thank you so much for inviting me to play. And like everything about this game was like, I don't know, I just felt like I improved even as a player just playing this game and playing a setting that's out of my comfort zone. And everything seemed new, and it made it so much more fascinating and so much more just interesting. And I don't know, your writing is wonderful, and I can't wait to be part of more and do more Scrat and Alice campaigns and being here in the future. And thank you to all my lovely companions who helped and gave me so much confidence in playing, and I love all of you. You're all wonderful, and I don't know, shout out to all of you guys, because I think jumping into a campaign this large without having good companions and good players to be with would have been a lot more difficult, and it was not that difficult. You can find me at Zelhayanami on Twitter and Twitch. I stream actually more often than normal recently, and any games that I'm in, any one-shots, any continuing games, I will reblog, or not reblog, Twitter, Tumblr's dying, retweet on Twitter, and you can find me playing on Tuesdays on the RPG Lab at 11 PST. And hopefully soon back on Scraticus channel.
Thank you so much, Zelda. Ah, Bree, and the wonderful Dot. What would Dot do?
Dot would sigh of both happiness and remorse that it ends. From the moment I heard that we were playing this game, and I get a lot of requests to play games, and I never have the time for them. But when Scrat reached out to me, something told me that this was the one I had to make sure I did. And I am so grateful for it. I would say my favorite moment is just imagining how Dot would feel as she wheels her little self out of that little medical room to see all of her friends okay, safe. Because in game and out of game, I think I've really made some amazing friends. And I'm just really grateful for this game. I've been NPC Bree, 2E's, find me on Twitter. I do a bunch of other shit, but this is the moment that I want to remember.
Awesome, thank you. And last, and as I've said so many times, certainly not least, Renee, or our GDDJ something, I don't know.
Whatever it is now. I love you all. Chat, thank you for making this game epic. Cast, thank you for creating amazing characters and working to weave an amazing story. Alice, masterful. Really, so well done. Scrat, thanks for all you do. Glad I can't see your face. It'd probably drive me crazy. I wish I could share this cake with all of you, because I probably can't eat it all myself. But happy end of Eden, I guess. And keep your fingers crossed for more seasons so that we don't have to see. Zelda gets me. So we don't have to just leave it here. This was amazing. I it's not an understatement to say I love this game more than any game I have played in since I started gaming a year ago. Fate and the Fable Maidens excluded. I'm going to say I DM that. But I DM that. That's my podcast, Fate and the Fable Maidens. It's an all-women actual play podcast. And so far, it's been a lot fluffier. There's still some feels, but fluffier and a little bit happier. So if you're feeling the tension and the stress, feel free to go listen to some goofy Fate and the Fable Maidens. And yeah, I can be found on Nerd Immersion Monday nights, every other Monday night, playing Rise of Tiamat. We're done for the year, but we'll be back in January, and then I'll be around on Scratch Channel. I have a couple of one-shots coming up, and we'll see what happens in 2019. I'm playing Witch Girls Adventures on Friday nights right now through the month of December with Chelsea on Little Red Dot, and it's all been amazing. And I'm so grateful for the friends that I've made here. I'm so grateful. You can find me at RayDNR on Twitter or at raydn.com, where I am working to maintain a more consistent blog now that I have moved to freelance, which I am also available for inquiries if you need anything. I've been writing some articles for Scraps, so if you want to check out my work, feel free to check out the Patreon. The articles are free, so you can read them. And I'm very excited about that. Also, I'm doing some streaming of my own now, I guess. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, hey, that's great. I'd so appreciate it. And I didn't mean to. It was kind of practice for streaming with Door Monster tomorrow at like 1, I think. So come hang out then. We're playing Cuphead, I think. And it'll be good. And then I may do some more streaming in the new year. We'll see. 2019 has so many possibilities, including Eden. Tell us if you want more, please. Please tell us if you want more.
So many people want more Eden, apparently. Well, this is me then, I guess. Yeah, so Eden, the story Eden, is probably my baby. I created it from the ground up, and Monty Cook's awesome cipher system allowed me to do that. And these awesome people here, including chat, allowed me to do that as well. Literally couldn't have asked for better players. You've all played it so amazingly well. Characters were insane. When I heard everything about these characters, I was just like, thank you. I think I've made some seriously awesome friends here, and this is our little Eden family, which I would definitely be keeping that chat open regularly. Eden might be over at the moment, but no, not the chat. So you all did awesome. Everyone please follow these wonderful people. Definitely check out Renee's writing, because she's freelance now and it is brilliant. As she said, you can see our articles, the articles she has written on our Patreon. And this campaign has been a really big thing for me, and I like to think that we've all been a big part of it, including chat as well. So, oh yeah, I'm White Rabbit Pick on Twitter, so you can always check me out there. When I'm not doing writing for these campaigns and stuff like this, as I'm frantically writing for season 2, I take photos. I do a lot of photos. I'm a wedding photographer, lifestyle, you name it, whatever. But we are going to finish up here. I'm going to run through the last bits and bobs, and then we're going to say goodbye to Eden for a bit. And apparently there is a campaign starting that people want Eden to come back. So, yeah. So, first of all, I believe the war cry is we said we'd have cake, and gosh darn it, we are having cake, which I feel like could sum up Eden. The other thing is the amount of quotes that have come out of Eden. Blame Artie's dad. Just so many. So, Discord. If you guys want to come and join our Discord, we talk about all things TTRPG and D&D. You can jump into the Eden chat, scream at the abyss, or just chat about what is going on, what your theories are for the ending. We have a YouTube where if you didn't get to see all of this, you can catch up with it in a few days' time. Or if you've missed some previous episodes, please go check that out as well. If you want to get into one of these games, drop Scrat a DM on Twitter. And we're having so many more viewer games next season. We're upgrading from 3 to 5, and one of them is using this system, the Cypher system. We are full-time now, and it's all because of you guys. Every single thing helps us so much that can help us keep doing this, because we really want to keep doing this. We get to work with awesome people, tell awesome stories, and I can't believe we're doing it, basically. If you want to support us, we have a Patreon. As I said earlier, we've got some free articles on there. If you can't join it at all, that's fine. Your support just in a retweet or just talking about us is more than anything to us. You can also support us via our merch. We have a Christmas jumper right now. I think the logo's up there. Oh no, we've got the old one, but you'll see that we have a Christmas logo for a Christmas jumper. They're super cozy. Mine is in the post. We also have some awesome sponsors. Bird in the Storm. Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome guys. We're doing some stuff next year with them. Lots of stuff coming, and also Mage Hand Press, where I will be running the finale of Argo 37 tomorrow. Whew, sorry, I feel a bit like, but yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to chat for aiding in the story as well. And let's have a look. Who are we raiding? Let's have a look. Bear with. Let's have a look. Starla Day, I think. I'm not sure I've got that right. I'm sorry if I haven't. But, guys, keep evoking emotions. Head over there. Spam that channel with, we said we'd have cake, and gosh darn it, we are having cake. We're going to go enjoy our own cake now. And probably decompress a little bit.
Or cry more, it's fine.
Rennie will cry more. Oh, she didn't freeze this time. Cry more. Love you guys so much. Thank you. See you soon on Scratchicus Academy.
Thank you.
Bye.
You're amazing. Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks very much.